Very welcome to this historic morning. We are going into elections in the US. Maybe the most important event for the US stock market and also worldwide, obviously, because the US stock market is always a nice indication for other stock markets around the world. Some people, getting to see what's happening on the US market and then decide what they are doing on their home markets. So I think that it's maybe the most important event in the Q4 2020. So I'm super excited, and before we diving into the overall situation of the election, what's going on and what we need to look for, I think that first of all, let me tell you what you can do in terms of preparation. So I think, I read a lot that, the Biden wins is already inside, expected into the stock market. So therefore you see, solar companies going up, Tesla going up a little bit. But on the other hand, you never know. Trump was also very, very, not that in the lead last election, and he won finally, right? So it's never said what can happen, but I would say that make sure to not just go into stocks because you think that this and this happens. Make sure to first see what's happening, and then you decide on the stocks you want to buy, and buy stocks that you want to hold for a longer time, right? So Tesla, for example, is a great company that you can hold for 10-20 years, right? Doesn't matter who will be president, Tesla will be doing very, very well. So I would like to go first into some earnings, because as you know, we are still having earnings week. So there's a couple of earnings that we are going into. So there is, for example, today Berkshire Hathaway. We are having Thomas Reuters, if someone is invested into that. Baidu. Then we have on Wednesday Qualcomm, the supplier from Apple. This is for sure, and 5G play. Who is invested into this industry. Then we are having Thursday T-Mobile US, one of the biggest, carrier in the US, which could be quite interesting. And AstraZeneca is reporting in the UK, who are playing on the overall situation with the medicine and the Rona situation. On the other side, we have Booking.com as well reporting on Thursday, which can be also quite interesting. General Motors as well. Regeneron also very interesting because they are having the antibody shot, which is quite significantly important. And what else do we have? Let me just have a look. TripAdvisor. Then we have CVS Health Group, Marriott, if someone is into hotel businesses, and that's Coty, the makeup and the beauty, huge company. So as you can see, there's still a couple of earnings coming in over this week, and then we are having what I also like to do always to see what ARK Invest is doing, right? The innovator ETF that is buying and selling all the time. So I'm quite interested to see what's going on here. So here you can see they sold some Apple, they sold some Pinterest, and then you can see they sell some Illumina, buying some Teladoc, removing some Roku, and in the Pinterest I see here a couple of times. So they are selling in a couple of their funds some Pinterest, just so you know, after the earnings, great earnings actually, maybe they are trying to get some profits out of that. Okay, so this is important. And then I would like to directly dive into earnings of PayPal. PayPal shares of payment company dropped 4% after hours Monday, despite their, they showed us a better than expected earnings because they earned $1.07 per share on a revenue of $5.46 billion. Analysts were expecting a 94 cents on revenue of 5.43 billion, as you can see, much better than expected, or a little bit better than expected, but still the guidance for the earnings in the upcoming quarters was not so good, so that's why they keep on selling at the investors. So that's the overall picture. It's all all about what you guide for the future, because in the end of the day, past is past. And the quarter that they just reported, yes, it's important, but not so important like the future. That can be a monstrous quarter, but if the guidance is wrong, then you sell off. And let's talk about a little bit about the election. Yeah, here we have the Biden's narrows leads Trump's in 6 swing states. This is very important, guys. The question will be if this will stay. And this is, by the way, a CNBC change research pool, so obviously you have to see which pool is creditable, but this is how it looks like as of now. Then we are having a couple of tech billionaires, and this is always amazing me. Okay, so the big elections of the US are actually really heavily funded by serious money out there. Okay, and there's always this big tech guys that putting like 5, 10, 25 million dollars into those parties, like Democrats parties. And as of this article here by CNBC, it looks like the most of the money goes to the Democrats. So I'm quite interested how this will play out in the further days. Make sure to follow my second channel. We are so close to approaching 1,000 subscribers. I think we need just 3 subscribers. Just go there, link into the description, Wolf of Dubai 2, and you can subscribe to my second channel, where you can absolutely don't miss any further content. I'm putting their daily vlogs out there, so make sure to follow me there as well. And then we having the growing US deficit is raising questions about funding as China cuts US debt holdings. As you know, China is one of the biggest holdings of US debt, and if the debt is rising and China is cutting their holdings, then this can be a questionable situation, but nothing that should concern us as of now. And that's pretty much it. I think we said everything. Make sure to thumb up this video if you like it. I highly appreciate it if you are subscribing my second channel as well, and also my main channel. Subscribe it, guys. This is very important. And make sure to check out my other content. There's so much content for you out there to any kind of topic, so I'm super excited. I hope you too. And I just see you in a couple of hours with my daily vlog on this channel and on the second channel, so make sure to stay tuned. I love you guys. Stay healthy and safe, and happy elections.